Now I'd like to let you in on one of my best-kept secrets. The secret of earning $100,000 per year. You might think, oh, that's going to take decades to achieve, or I don't even have the right qualifications. But I will be happy to assure or even guarantee that you will need only 3 years to become a manager with an annual income of at least $100,000 per year. Terms and conditions apply. All you need to do is follow our system and be prepared to commit yourself wholly towards our strategy. Here's how it works. We have 2 business models for you to choose from. A. The Income Protection Plan requires 5 basic commitments. And B. Home Loan, but we'll talk about that later. Income Protection Plan. Your first commitment is to master our house and brick presentation, as well as the skill of making professional telephone calls within the first month. Here are 2 demo videos.
Mr. Prospect, thank you for the appointment. As I've mentioned over the phone, my purpose of seeing you here today is to share with you a concept called the house and brick story. Have you heard of the house and brick story before? Assume that you and your family live in this house. There are many bricks that build up this house. Each of these bricks are the building blocks of this house. They represent the basic necessities that you provide for you and your family, which include food, clothing, education, transportation, medical needs, savings, and investments, and parental obligations. Your dependents rely on the incomes of you and your spouse for all the essentials in life, am I right? This house is resting on a platform, and standing below this platform is you, Mr. Prospect. Your arms are stretched up to support this house. Standing beside you is your wife, also with her arms stretched up to support this house. Both of you are standing on uneven ground. What does this uneven ground represent? This uneven ground represents the many uncertainties of life. Life is full of uncertainties as well as ups and downs, isn't it, Mr. Prospect? Should major critical illnesses, disability, or death strike, your dependents' needs will no longer be provided for. Mr. Prospect, if this were to happen to you, would your surviving spouse be able to stand alone to support this house? Mr. Prospect, am I right in saying that you will not put down your arms and rest, even for 1 minute, to prevent this house from collapsing? No matter how tired you are and how difficult life is, both you and your spouse will have to stretch up your hands to support this house, correct? But what if there is a day when this person is no longer around? What will happen to this house? It will collapse, right? So how can we guarantee that no matter what happens to the both of you, the house will always be there for your dependents? This situation changes with proper financial support. Should anything unexpected happen to the both of you, your dependents will still be well taken care of. No matter what happens, the only way to ensure that your house will never collapse is to build 2 pillars to support the house. Do you have these 2 pillars, Mr. Prospect? These 2 pillars represent money. Mr. Prospect, do you agree that if you have money, no matter what happens, the house will always be there? My job in AIA is to help my clients to build these 2 financial pillars.
Hello, Marshall. This is Rick Loy with the Kinder Life Insurance Company. Pete Smith asked me to give you a call. Is this a convenient time for you to talk?
I guess so. What's this about?
Well, Marshall, as I said earlier, I'm with the Kinder Life Insurance Company here in Dallas. Pete Smith had some really nice things to say about you, and I'd like the opportunity to meet with you and your wife and tell you of a unique service we have that helps couples like you better organize their insurance programs. Now, Marshall, are mornings or afternoons generally best for you?
Okay, I guess afternoons, but you'd really be wasting your time. We're pretty well taken care of when it comes to insurance.
I can understand why you would say that, Marshall, and I'll take that into consideration when we meet. When would be a good time for us to get together? I could meet you Tuesday at 3 or Thursday at 2 o'clock. Which would be best for you?
Well, Marta and I will already be out on Thursday. We could stop by your office at about 2 o'clock. But I want you to remember, I feel as though we're pretty well taken care of when it comes to insurance.
I can understand that. And it'll be great for you to come by our offices. We're on the North Parkway in the Plaza Towers building, the 11th floor.
Okay, I know where that is.
Great. I'll plan on seeing you and Marta here at my office at 2 o'clock on Thursday afternoon, the 27th. And remember, we're on the 11th floor. I'll keep your schedule in mind, and we'll make good use of your time. That sounds fair, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that'll be all right.
Good. I'll see you on Thursday at 2.
Okay.
Bye.
Your second commitment is to stick to the 3-10-10 system. Your daily routine would be to conduct 3 house and brick story interviews, make 10 calls, and get 10 referrals a day. Your third commitment is to work 6 days a week. Your fourth commitment is to submit 4 clients' cases a month. Your fifth and last commitment is to build your own team. Introduce 2 new recruits to your team every month. If you follow the 5 commitments, I can guarantee that after 3 years, your annual income will be at least $100,000. First year, $43,200. Second year plus renewal, $79,200. Third year plus renewal, more than $100,800. This is the first business model of earning $100,000 annually. The second business model is to market AIA home loans. AIA Home Loan offers long-term fixed rates as low as 4.85% per annum, which is the lowest fixed rate in the current market. So earn more by referring your client's home loan to AIA. By referring a $500,000 home loan to AIA, your referral fee plus mortgage, life insurance, plus fire insurance, and legal fees would add up to around $5,000 to $10,000. Just refer 4 loans per month to AIA. I guarantee that you will be earning at least $100,000 after 3 years in the business with us.